Dwayne Ashford here. Did you think we were gone forever? Huh? Well, February the 12th was yesterday, and we closed out with that update of the fourth round matches, upcoming matches, down under the Australian Open and StreetNOW News Sports. Tennis specifically, we're coming back again this morning on February the 13th, Saturday morning, with those head-to-head updates, head-to-head stats there between the fourth round players selected, the fourth round matches, and then we're jumping right into the weather, the air quality, the allergy alerts, and on throughout the day. Don't forget to check out the StreetNOW News tweet station. Check it out. Developed for you, about you, from StreetNOW News JIC journalist-in-chief, broadcaster Dwayne Ashford. You're with StreetNOW News, February the 13th, Saturday morning, right now. Thank you so much for coming in with us on this Saturday morning. We're starting off this Saturday morning where we left off on Friday night. StreetNOW Sports, tennis specifically. Well, we had some wonderful closeout matches yesterday at the Australian Open, day 6. We had the Carolinas battling against each other. Number 6 seed Karolina Pliskova battled against the number 25 seed Karolina Muchova, and the number 25 seed took that match 7-5, 7-5 in straight sets. One of the things that we find very interesting is that they're both very, very big hitters. Nice servers. They're really nice, accurate servers. And that serve looks like may have been the PowerPoint there that took out the number 6 seed Karolina Pliskova. Let's look at some stats here in terms of point by point and highlights of that match. Some stats, the point by points and the highlights of that match, where Muchova took out Pliskova, where the number 25 seed, the lower seed, took out the higher seed. Well, looking at the number of aces that they served, Karolina Pliskova was serving her aces. Wasn't as pinpointing as she has been in the past, but she was definitely on her serve game. She hit 6 aces to Muchova's 3 aces. Now, one of the other very important points that we need to look at here is if you're going to go for those big old serves, then you might need to hit most of them. And you might need to hit them. While Karolina Pliskova hit 6 aces, she also double faulted 10 times. Now, she was pushing really hard there, wasn't she? Looking at Muchova, seemed to be a little bit calmer in her service motion there. She only double faulted 1 time, but 10 times double faulting to hit 6 aces. Well, you need to keep it at an even key. You need to know when to roll, when to punch. You need to know when to pull back. And if you're hitting 10 double faults to 6 aces, then you might need to pull back a little bit. And that may have been one of the bullet points there that showed power and who's going to win, who was going to lose. 10 double faults to 1 there goes to Muchova, who won the match. In terms of first serves in, well, we're showing here that Muchova was going for fewer aces and getting more of them in. So if you don't get it in, the play doesn't even get started. You can't win if you don't get them in. Muchova got 66% of her first serves in, where Pliskova got only 58%. It really doesn't make a whole lot of a difference in terms of when you're looking at the percentages. It's important to have that in your mind and in your brain here. So fastest serve here, it looks like Muchova, they were on the even kill there, 182 kilometers per hour and 188 kilometers per hour for Pliskova. So Muchova was 182 and Pliskova was 188. So around about the same. Winners to errors, both equal. The winner of the match here actually hit fewer winners in the match. Yeah, the winner of the match hit fewer winners in the match. Muchova hit 22 winners, and Pliskova hit 24 winners. Pierce unforced errors, 7 went to Pliskova, and 3. There was 3 unforced errors, return unforced errors. That is, returning unforced errors, not total unforced errors. Returning unforced errors, 7 for Pliskova, 3 for Muchova. And total points won. Now I'm looking at very ending points. In the end, Muchova won 91 points, and Pliskova won 80 points. So it's 91 points to 80 points. And that gave us a score line of 7-5. 7-5 went to number 25 seed Karolina, since they both were named Karolina. Karolina Muchova took that match out 7-5, 7-5, and moved on into the next round. Let's now look at any other points, see what the schedule is for today. Down under, and when I say down under, we're speaking of the Australian Open. You're already aware that when we're speaking of down under, we're speaking of the Kangaroo Land there. Rebound ace. We have an American that moved on. Also, Shelby Rogers moved on in a straight set win over her opponent. Rafael Nadal moved on in his 3rd round match. He's currently in the 4th round. A straight set win over his opponent. Elena Svitolina, number 5 seed, moved on in her match. And so the Vintage, number 28 seed Vintage, moved on in her match, 3rd round into the 4th round. Been taken to the stretch. They are 6-4 in the 3rd. Ash Barty moved on in her 3rd round match. She's now in the 4th round. Straight set win, 6-2, 6-4 over her opponent, Alexandrova, number 29 seed. I think Alexandrova was probably a finalist at the French Open last year, if I remember correctly. And that's what we have for you today. We also have Jessica Pegula, American Jessica Pegula, moved on in a straight set win, 6-2, 6-1. And we have another American moved on to the 4th round, Jennifer Brady, in a straight set win over her opponent, 6-1, 6-3. You're getting your news this morning from StreetNOW News. This morning is February 13th, Saturday morning with Terry Dwayne Ashford, your journalist-in-chief, StreetNOW News. StreetNOW News, converting to StreetNOW Sports, tennis specifically, all for you this Saturday morning. And we're now going to move on to the 4th round match-ups. Oh yeah, some very interesting 4th round matchup on the women's side here. We're looking at Ash Barty, number 1 seed, taking on American Shelby Rogers. We're also looking at Elena Martins taking on the big hitter basher, Karolina Muchova, in the 2nd match from the top half of the draw. Again, that's Elena Martins, number 18 seed, is taking on Karolina Muchova, number 25 seed. In the 2nd match, we have number 28 seed Vintage taking on another American, 22, seeded 22, Jennifer Brady. And then we have another American, Jessica Pegula, taking on the Elena Svitolina, number 5 seed. That's the top half that we have going on right here. We also have now in the bottom half, we have Garbina Muguruza, number 14 seed, taking on number 3 seed Naomi Osaka. We have Arna Sabalenka, number 7 seed, taking on Serena Williams, number 10 seed. We have Iga Swiatek, Number 15 seed taking on number 2 seeded player in the world and number 2 ranked player, Simona Halep. We're going to talk about those matches in a few short moments, but we're going to do that after we bring you the weather from StreetNOW News. I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford here, all for you. Coming right back with the weather, and then we will jump right back into those head-to-heads on the tennis court down under the Australian Open. Kangaroo Land, rebound aces, rebounding off of yourself. Hop, 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 hip, hop, hop, hop. I'm Terry Dwayne Ashford.